Hello, my name is Sadie. Welcome back to my channel, YinReikiLight. And today I wanted to come on and do the weekly message for Divine Feminines for this week, which started yesterday. I apologize I didn't come on yesterday, July 26th through August 1st. My energy was just too tired yesterday. That full moon really zapped my energy, so I needed to wait until today to kind of bring this message through. But this message is about confronting the fear of the new. So what I'm picking up on for this week especially is that there is a lot of new energy. There's going to be a lot of new beginnings, a lot of rebirth energy, a lot of resurrection energy. With new things also comes in reunions and reconciliations. And so I've been working with the runes a lot, and I pulled two specific runes. One I can't find. I think I left it back at my office, but it is number 8. It is called Inguz, or it's also referred to commonly as Ing. And it's about fertility and new beginnings and just like a fresh start. The other rune I pulled is the number 2, which I do have with me, which is Gebo. It's about partnership, union, and gifts. And so with these two runes coming in, that is going to be the strongest, most dominant energies of this week. You have new beginnings, you have partnership, you have gifts, you have fertility, you have manifestation, you have support. And so for those of us who are feeling really alone on our path, trying to figure things out, not really having the help and everything that we need, Spirit wants you to know that the Calvary is coming to help this week. And you will see evidence of the new energy and get some sort of level of support that you need this week. We're all in different levels of our life path and different levels of consciousness. So the support will be specifically unique, but specifically helpful to each and every one of you on your path this week, especially. One of the things I wanted to point out too is that unfortunately I don't have the other rune, but both of these runes are positive runes, meaning they do not have an inversion. Even if you flip it upside down, it's exactly the same. So this new energy of partnership, of gifts, of support, of fertility, of new beginnings, of, just the rebirth energy, it's only positive. So what they wanted to say though was that sometimes with new things coming into our life, especially if the new comes in very fast, because how they're showing me this new energy is like the Ace of Wands with the Fool. So there's a lot of masculine energy coming through, a lot of passion, a lot of action, a lot of movement with the Wands. However, with the Fool, there's this feeling of not really knowing where you're going, this uncertainty and this fear of the unknown. And with the new that's coming in, it could make a lot of us sort of fearful and anxious because we're kind of like, okay, what do I do with this new? I'm so used to and familiar with, my normal routine and everything that, is sort of in my comfort zone, that when you're pushed outside of your comfort zone, it can be very terrifying. And so the guidance that I got this week for all the Divine Feminines who are confronting anything that's new is to really sort of look at any new thing that comes into your life, what it's making you feel. And if it's making you feel fear, really identify why. I heard this great quote yesterday that I wanted to use about fear, and fear is 2 things: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And so this week, you may be called to either choose to forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And, there's never a wrong choice. It's just beyond fear and beyond your comfort zone is where sort of the magic happens. And, you know, a lot of us are really ready in our hearts. It's just our minds are getting in the way. And, you know, we're so used to sort of the old way of doing things and old routines and familiarity that it's a little bit uncomfortable, and that uncomfortable is holding us back. That uncomfortability is holding us back. So do not hold yourself back from anything new that comes into your life this week. The other message I really got was, like I said, the cavalry is coming to help. There's gonna be a lot of support that comes in. Could be financial abundance, could be new people that are coming in to support you, could be a boss that helps you, or a friend, someone you haven't talked to for a long time who reaches up, you know, out to you out of the blue and just says, hey, can I help you with something? Each one of us are gonna get something this week that we really need, and that is something that's gonna really help us all, okay? The other thing with this though is that Spirit says, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So this expression is kind of like an older expression, but what it means is that, you know, oftentimes we get new things. We get, you know, somebody new comes into our life, or we get a job offer that's new. It's something we haven't done before. And because of that, we're just like apprehensive and just kind of like, I don't know if this is the right thing for me. And so Spirit this week is saying, really take a chance and try something new, because that new thing is going to open all the doors that you're wanting to open in your life at this time. And so again, with Gebo coming in partnership, this doesn't necessarily mean union with your twin. For some it could be like that your twin finally, like this week, is just like, hey, I'm ready to reach out, I miss you, let's get this on and popping, right, with the Ace of Wands. But for others, this could be someone new. It doesn't always have to be a new romantic partnership either. It could be a new friend, a new contact, a new associate that you come across, and that's really meant to be like a support system for you at this point in your journey. And so if someone asked you this week to go out, to do something, you know, to do anything that's social, to go to a party, to try something new, you are meant to say yes. You are meant to say yes this week. You are not meant to look a gift horse in the mouth. You are meant to say yes. You are meant to try something new this week, because like I said, it's really going to be that fertility, that new beginning, that rebirth energy, that new thing that you really need in your life right now. This person, this opportunity, that's how the door is opening for the new, and that's how Spirit's bringing it into you. Okay. With that, you know, with the confronting the fear of the new, one of the things you can do to do this is you can actually just take pen and paper, write down all the things you fear about a new beginning. So for me, I kind of actually got really, really deep and wrote down the things I fear about union with my divine counterpart. And, you know, they're very valid fears, but I also could look at that paper that I wrote and see that my fears are holding me back from union. And so if you want to do something like that, today is a great day to do it. It's a Mars day. Take pen and paper, either a pink pen or a red pen because of the Mars energy. Write down all of your fears about something new, and then burn it. Burn it to release the energy, to release it from your thought field, your emotional field, and release it to the universe so that it can be healed. Okay. The other thing too is that if you find yourself in a space where you're just really sort of frustrated and complaining a lot, about your situation and where you're at in your life. This doesn't have to be with divine counterpart. It could be your job and your finances. It could be your, family relationships. Really, this week especially, instead of complaining, once you notice yourself in that sort of space and in that lower vibrational energy, just take a moment to say, clear, cancel, delete. I clear, cancel, and delete these thoughts and feelings, and then replace them with something that you're grateful for. If you can do this, you're more in the energy of gratitude, which brings in abundance. And because of that, you're more sort of aligned to all the new that wants to come in for you. Okay. So those are kind of the two main things that wanted to come through. However, like I said, it's actually going to be a really, really good week. There's a lot of positive energy. Those runes are very positive because, they don't have an inversion. So I am going to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle card just to pull a couple more cards to get more clarification of this new energy that's coming in. Oh, that one flew out. Let's do a couple shuffles. And what's great about this week is that, we're ending up July and entering into August. August is a month of abundance, and, it's going to bring so much good for all of us right now. All right. So some of the new that's coming in is just a new way of seeing things. Wisdom came through. And so, all of our experiences have made us wiser, stronger, even the negative experiences, we've all learned lessons from them. And so this week, just relying on the wisdom that you already have will help you to really sort of be able to discern if something that's new coming in is really something that you want. They're also, with this voyage, I'm getting some of you may be going on vacation. Some of you may be wanting to take a trip. If you're wanting to book a trip, go book a trip. If you're wanting to take a weekend trip or just go to the beach, this is a great week to do this. Patience is coming through again. I mean, for all of us divine feminines, patience is kind of the requirement right now. Even with new energy coming in, it takes a while for things to sprout. Once you plant the seeds, it takes a while. It goes through a process. It has to poke through the surface and then, start growing up. So just be patient. Everything is forming this week. Things are gonna start taking off. Things are going to take flight. That's what I just received. But right now, while you're waiting for things to take flight, just remain in a state of gratitude. And gratitude will also help you stand in your personal power, to not give your power away to situations that you feel are sort of not what you want or not serving you. As you remain in a state of gratitude for everything that you do have that makes you happy, or for even just gratitude for the things that you want to bring into your life, you remain in your power. And because of that, it's going to bring in great delights for you. This new energy, this fertility, these blessings, these gifts, it's going to be different for everybody, but they're really, really going to make your heart feel full, make you feel like you're not alone, make you feel like, you're absolutely loved and seen and heard by God, by the universe, by other people. And so again, with the flexibility, that was the last card. Sometimes support comes in a way that we don't necessarily want. You may get a call from an estranged family member who wants to help you, and you're, be flexible. be flexible. Don't just put the wall up and say, no, I'm not going to accept your help. But really allow yourself to receive what it is that you truly need, especially if it's something that you're really needing or really wanting right now. Even if it comes from a person or a situation that isn't necessarily, something that makes you happy, accept what you need. Say yes. Say yes to the dress. I don't know why that just came through, but say yes to the dress. Say yes to the gifts. Say yes to the blessings, because again, those are going to be the doors that open for you, that bring in everything else that you're requiring in your life at this time, okay? So that was just a quick reading for this week. Oh, you know what? I did want to read, because it's so beautiful, the meaning of Gabo. So this rune about partnership. So let me read it real quick before I sign off. Drawing this rune is an indication that partnership in some form is at hand. In love relationships and business matters, in partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into this union. For true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. Remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. At the same time, there's another aspect of partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of still a greater union, a union with higher self and union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization that the divine is in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. Gebo, the rune of partnership, has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow and all other gifts come. And so what that's really, really saying too is just like, whatever new comes in, make sure that you're just remaining as true to yourself and as authentic and true to your heart as you should be. Even with your divine counterpart, you're not meant to make yourself less to make them more. You're meant to be the bright shining star that you are, and they're meant to be who they are. And then you come together and it's like, the sun. It's like the energy of the sun. So just really, really pay attention to, not minimizing what you want, not feeling like you need to be less of yourself to make someone else feel comfortable, and really just staying in a space where, regardless of the partnership, that you're staying in your personal power, okay? And again, just face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. You feel fear? Face it and rise up. Rise above it. Okay? Hope everyone has a great week. Take care.